So today we're going to be rebuilding the Phillies, the team that's currently second place by a game to the Braves. I know a lot of you guys were calling me out in the Padres rebuild that you were like, oh, the Braves are in first place. They're not making the postseason. Well, first off, there's still 40 games left in the season. Let's hold the brakes. But they definitely could make the postseason. We'll talk about that in a second, but I hope you do enjoy today's rebuild. The Phillies, man, they've started to get hot a little bit. You know, Bryce Harper is playing at an elite level, and it seems like everything's kind of clicking for them. So I hope you do enjoy it. Of course, if you do, hit that thumbs up down below. Subscribe to the channel if you're new and enjoy the content. And of course, in the comment section, who's going to be that first team in the East? I want to see what you guys say. I'll tell you mine in a second. So as we work through this, I'm going to ignore budgets as is. I'm going to leave everything kind of the same. And yeah, let's talk about this. So as we go through the Phillies roster, I'll kind of break down what I think about the East. So with the East, I feel like, you know, the Braves are currently the hot team right now. And if you think about before the trade deadline, the Mets were the hot team in the East, right? Obviously, the Mets, DeGrom got hurt, Lindor got hurt, now Baez got hurt. It seems like no one can really hit the baseball. Things aren't clicking for them, right? And with the Braves, you know, some things weren't clicking for them about a month ago. You know, players, Acuna got hurt, some pitchers got hurt. Things just, it wasn't going the greatest, right? And that's why they kind of were starting to trickle down the standings. Phillies started to get hot. Then the Braves started to get hot. And now those two teams are at the top of the division. So my thing with the Braves and, you know, with the Phillies or with the Mets, I think with the East, it really depends on who's going to be the hottest team those last 15 games of the season. Because there's still 40 games left in the year. I don't really know what's going to happen. Is DeGrom going to come back sooner than they anticipate? Because I think they said not until September, which is still 2 weeks away. Is Lindor going to come back and just be hot? Is Baez going to come back? He's going to be full swinging. Like, it is for the Braves. Are they going to continue this hot streak? For the Phillies, are they going to continue this hot streak? I think it just really depends on who's going to be the hottest team for those last 2 weeks of the season, and that's who's going to be in first place. My thing was, I was just worried that the Braves, currently being like one of the hotter teams in baseball, that they won't continue that hot streak that they're going through. And that's why I'm afraid that they'll start to maybe hit second or third again in the division, because maybe the Mets or the Phillies will stay hot. You know what I mean? Because if you look at a 40-game stretch, for them to just continuously play at crazy elite level of baseball like they're doing right now, I just don't know if it's possible. So that's why I said I don't know if the Braves also have the depth to continue that push. So that was my thinking. That's why I'm not 100% sure if the Braves do make it. Plus, I'm really worried about that bullpen. That bullpen is like, yikes. That bullpen's a big yikes. So the Braves could definitely make the postseason, but I don't know if they will, right? The Cubs, if you look at June for the Cubs, they were one of the hottest teams in baseball. And then you look at July, and now they look like a double-A team, right? So my thing is, who is going to be hot when it matters most? Who's going to be that team that you're like, dang, I don't want to face them right now? So like I said, they definitely could be a postseason team. They definitely could make it, but I don't know. I'm not 100% sold right now. So let's talk about the Phillies. This is the Phillies rebuild. I mean, I don't hate the team. I think they could be a little bit better, right? I feel like Nola's been a bit of a question mark. You know, catcher's good. JT, Reese Hoskins, solid. Gene Segura's having a pretty solid season. Bohm. I feel like shortstop is a bit of a question mark. I know they're trying to wait until like Bryson Stott's ready, you know, kind of find like stop gaps. Hopefully someone can hold the position down until then. They acquired Freddie Galvis, but like, again, big question mark there. Left field, Kutch, but in the future, who's it going to be? Center field, I honestly don't understand how they're still rocking Odubel Herrera out there. Obviously, they still have a couple other youngsters as well. But the fact that they allowed Odubel Herrera back into the team, big question marks for me. But then, of course, Bryce Harper as well. Unless I don't know anything about Odubel Herrera's situation off the field, I honestly don't understand how they let him back on the team. So let's continue. Let's keep moving forward. And let's get this team down to 26 men. It's most likely just going to be the best players possible. And we'll get through this first season. So I'll see you guys at draft day. All right, let's talk about the draft. Most of the good players from the first round and the second round that I noticed were starting pitchers. So I'll try to find a couple. You guys can kind of see the ratings and like the potential of certain ones, but it was like closing pitchers, starting pitchers, kind of the typical ones that you'll find in the first round. You'll see the, you know, 1 or 2 position players that are decent, but for the most part, I feel like we got a pretty good pick for this draft, and we were like the 15th pick, so to be able to get someone that late into the round, I feel like was a good pickup for us. And I'm talking about Bronson Higgins. Speed, decent fielding, decent hitting stats, 94 potential, 71 overall, 22, 5'9". That's what I'm talking about. He's gonna be a beast. He's actually got decent fielding too, so I think I'm actually gonna move him to left field because we don't necessarily have a left fielder for the future. We don't even really, I mean, we kind of do have a center fielder for the future, but I think, you know, we keep Bryson right. We got Bronson in left. Talk about power team right there. And then we got Charlie Fritz, 88 potential, 66 overall. I mean, we might have our center, our outfield sorted. We could put Bronson in center, Charlie in left. I mean, we might have our outfield sorted in a couple seasons. We got Waylon Haynes, 55 overall, but looks like he's got decent bat on him already. He's also 6'5". He is a massive human being. We got Roberto Roberto Portillo, maybe, I don't know. And then the last one that's of note is Rich Frisch. What? Oh man, that's a terrible name. That's a Rich Frisch. Come on, like you couldn't make it easier. Why would you give your kid the first name Rich when your last name's Frisch? Anyways, this is the squad. 86 and 76, not a bad record. I'm actually surprised we didn't make it. 15 games. Look at our team ERA, 3.27. That might be the Mets currently have I was gonna say 3.27 might be one of the better. I was gonna say the best ERA in baseball, but no, the Mets had a 3.09. But or what was it? 3.0? Yeah, 3.09. 3.27 still impressive. Average though, looking a little low for sure. And then okay, fair. Looking around the league, kind of makes sense. I mean, we were only 9 games out in the wild card, but man, that's disappointing. I actually thought we would have, you know, maybe been closer, not 15 games out or whatever it was. And then on top of that, I didn't think, hold on, pause, take a second. Jordan on the Dodgers? He's back on the Dodgers, I should say. How did I miss this trade? Maybe it was when I was just trying to get through like the All-Star break, you know, when it gives you like 80 different notifications. Maybe it popped up then. Who did they trade to the Astros? Let's see here. Astros. So Bruzdar, that had to have been like the key piece, because I doubt there's anybody else. Let's see. Anybody else that I'm missing here? I don't think so. So yeah, Bruzdar, maybe a prospect or someone else. But Bruzdar on the dot. I'm never gonna win anything now. Like that's the Dodgers are gonna clean sweep all 5 years of this rebuild because they have Jordan now. That just solidifies their left field and their lineup even more. Like that's just unfair. That's just cheating at this point. So let's talk about our team. So I feel like we actually had probably like the best possible team that we could have, right? And I think everything went well besides Sir Anthony and Sam. Neris did well. Bradley, Chase Anderson was solid. I mean, you look at the starters, you got Wheeler, Nola, Ranger Suarez, okay, Kyle Gibson, and then Zach Eflin as well. Like everything clicked. Like pitching wise, which normally isn't the strong suit for the Phillies lately, just everything kind of went well. So you can kind of see some of our other players not fantastic, especially Didi. When I'm paying him 14 mil, I'm expecting a little bit better. Kutch in like 200 at bats, fairly good. He's always good in franchise for like a season or two, and then you got to worry about him decreasing in overall. And I mean, I don't know. The bench definitely needs a little bit of a pick me up. And then when you take a look at the lineup, Gene Segura is going down. We've got him for 2 more years. He should be okay, unless he just absolutely tanks, which doesn't make sense. He had a great season. Travis Jankowski did as well. Bryce Harper, solid season. Even though the OPS is a little low, I definitely expect him to kind of rebound. Please don't decrease. I was looking forward to this rebuild because I was hoping Bryce Harper would have popped off. Same thing with Rhys Hoskins, but he's going down. Am I just getting unlucky with like regression lately? What's going on here? I feel like I haven't had a team that has like their players do well in quite a few rebuilds. Am I just getting super unlucky here? As we head to the postseason, the Dodgers defeat the Yankees, and yeah, let's do this. What do we got going on here? Let's see. Do I give him another shot? Normally, I have such bad luck with Hector Neris. I don't know if I can trust him again. What does he want for a season? 2.5. All right, I'll give him a second shot. Chase Anderson. What do you want for a year? 4 mil. I'll consider it. Brad Miller, no thank you. Ian Kennedy, I think he's going down quite a bit. Kutch, I'll give another year. He's one of the coolest guys in baseball. You know what I'm saying? No, but seriously, his swag is unmatched. I mean, maybe Tatis, a couple other guys like Acuna, maybe, but like he's like the OG when it comes to it. So Archie Bradley, I'll do a 2-year deal. Sometimes he does well, sometimes he doesn't. So I got to be a little bit careful about that. But yeah, I think Kutch, Bradley, and we'll go Hector Neris, just because for some reason in free agency, relievers are kind of tough by in the first 2 seasons. So let's see. Adam Hazley, I think I want to add him. Well, I actually know I want to add him. I want him to be our center fielder for at least a couple years until those other guys are ready. Arbitration. Let's give it to everybody. Yeah, let's give it to everybody. Contracts, everybody as well. I'm gonna be smart. Like, we only have around 100 mil. I don't want to spend all that. I wanna be a little frugal this year. So, I don't really know who I want to target in the offseason. Maybe a shortstop would be nice, because Kutch clearly isn't, or not Kutch. Didi clearly isn't the answer there. And honestly, I don't know if Kingery or can Nick Maton? I think it's Maton. He can't play short, but is he the solution as well? Is Kingery? Is Bryson Stott? I kind of need a better shortstop in the meantime. So that's kind of my target this offseason. Ooh, Carlos Correa. I mean, that's not bad. I don't hate that idea. Carlos Correa on the Phillies, that just automatically makes him a lot better. I might target Carlos Correa. I might do it. Let's see what happens. That's going to be my main target this offseason. All right, let's break down this team really quick, because I kind of like what we did this offseason. So let's see here. We got James Paxton. I thought a 1-year deal, coming off a really strong season with Seattle. Obviously, in real life, he's injured. But 1-year deal, 11 mil. I was trying to get Michael Pineda, but he signed for, I think, over 15 mil with the Red Sox. Was it the Red Sox? It might have been it was the Red Sox or the Athletics. I don't know why I'm getting those two confused, but it was one of those two. James Paxton was another arm that was available. I thought, let's go with him. So we've got that. We have, who else did I pick up this offseason? Where are they? Going through this is kind of a pain. I know. Carlos Correa. I said I wanted him. I knew going out and getting him it is a max deal for the rest of the rebuild, but I felt like that's our shortstop, right? We can still open up the second base spot just in case Gene Segura does start to fall off to either Kingery, who's kind of struggling, but most likely Bryson Stott. And then Kyle Gibson, we got 1 more year. I don't know why it says a free agent. He's not. He was through the trade where they got Hans Kraus as well. So I want to get Hans Kraus in the mix somehow into the team. So we do have a plethora of shortstops now. I accidentally added or gave arbitration to Ronald Torreyes, and then I didn't realize Freddie Galvis has like a 57-year contract, which is a little bit ridiculous. So I want to trade. I want to get a lefty in the bullpen because we don't have any. And I noticed the team that was struggling with a shortstop was the Astros. They have a lot of money too. They have almost $100 million in their budget. So I figured, hey, I know you just got him, but how about we take Brusdar Graterol from you? And I feel like that's a pretty fair deal. Who else am I going to give you? I also released Odubel Herrera. I just felt with like Adam Hazley and the other guys that we drafted, let's just try to get somebody else into the team. So yeah, what about Mickey Moniak, who former first overall pick? Yeah, first overall pick. Not necessarily a player that I see in the future with this team. he could be good. He's only 23, but we've got Hazley, we've got Bryce Harper, Bronson Higgins now, and then, you know, I don't know anything about Cornelius Randolph, but he looks pretty similar to Moniak, and Moniak, I realistically don't see him getting in center field in this team. So yeah, maybe he will. I don't think he will. We're gonna trade him, and then we'll give them Jeff Singer as part of the deal as well to get Bruzdar. That's not a lefty. What am I doing? I said I wanted a lefty. That actually works out okay for us though. Hold on, hear me out, because I'm not sold by Dominguez. I'm just not. I don't even know how he's doing in real life this year. I guess I should have looked that up. Is he even pitching this year? That was another thing. I don't think he was. Okay, that's why I haven't heard about him. He wasn't pitching this year. What happened here? Let's see. He's continuing his okay. That's what I thought. Okay, hasn't pitched this year, so that's good to know. I was like, I haven't heard anything about him, but normally, let's backtrack a little bit. Normally, he's a little shaky, right? And I feel like we could use now a lefty. I mean, we could also get rid of Sam here, but I'm gonna go with, let's trade away Dominguez. And some of you guys may be huge Dominguez fans and think he's gonna be a great reliever. I'm not sold. Not just because of MLB The Show, but I just, injuries, inconsistencies. I feel like let's go out and get that good lefty for the bullpen, because I said I wanted a lefty and then went and got a righty. That doesn't really make a lot of sense now, does it? I got to find a good lefty now. I'm going to trade Mark Capel and Sir Anthony Dominguez for one of my favorite relievers right now in Nestor Cortez Jr. First off, the huge caterpillar on the lip, killer look. But I like his antics on the mound. I'm going to pick him up. We're going to take him from the Yankees. We're going to throw him on the team. So I think that actually works out now. So then I can send down Brogdon. Ooh, do I want to send down Brogdon? Yeah, because I said I was going to give Neris one more season. So we also need a position player, which actually works out good, or well, if I want to speak proper English, because then we can call up Ronald Torreyes. And, ooh, I still need a DH. Do I just give it to Kutch? Yeah, I'll just give it to Kutch. So center field is going to be Hazley. Correa gets moved up in the lineup. And that's actually perfect. Like, this team's starting to come together pretty nicely. Let's flip those two. Yeah. Okay. The bench sucks. I'm not gonna lie. The bench is pretty bad. That's a little worrisome. But this team's looking nice. Pitching wise, again, I still think we could improve. I'm not 100% sold on what Eflin, Suarez, Nola are gonna do. Nola does become a free agent at the end of the season. I know this is kind of a long-winded intro to this season, but you can see he's a free agent. We've got Eflin as well. A couple other guys do become free agents. So we're either going to have a lot of money to spend this offseason, or we're going to tie up some of the players for the future, because that's what we need to do. I mean, you guys can see it. There's like, what, 4 starters right there, all free agents. So that could be a bit of an issue. Depth chart wise, really quickly, just so you guys can get an idea of what I'm thinking too. So this year, this is currently what we're looking like. Outfield, you know, Hazley, Jankowski, we'll see how it goes. But if you go to the next season, we still have Hoskins, we still have Segura, we have Correa, Bohm. Like, the infield, again, solid. Outfield, you can see Bronson Higgins could potentially become an outfielder that we could use in the team. Next season, Charlie Fritz is starting to come into the mix, and that's 2024, so that's gonna be season 4. So by season 3, season 4, we'll get some of those guys that we drafted in. I'm looking at Micah Bell. Hopefully he's good. Hans Kraus, hopefully he's good for real life players. I know some guys in the farm system as well. Let's see. Let's talk about these guys. Christopher Sanchez, Mauricio Llovera, Adonis Medina. I want to get them involved. It might be more long relievers, maybe a bullpen appearance. But then when you look at position players, maybe Scott Kingery, maybe Bryson Stott. I know he's got some competition now. Could move him to second base if things don't work out. So we'll have to wait and see. But yeah, I know some of you guys are probably like, why did you sign a shortstop if you have Bryson Stott? I'm trying to win now. That's really what it comes down to. And I'll still let Bryson Stott get some appearances. So let's get into the regular season. We're currently ranked 5th. That's pretty good. I actually like this team a lot. This is a good start just in season 2. Let's get through it. All right, our draft, 66 overall, Andreas Espinoza. A little bit of a reach, I think. 81 potential is not bad, but I definitely was hoping for a little bit better. I thought we found a little bit of a diamond in the rough here. He still could be really good. I mean, it's really, really possible. And then William Wise, 54 overall, probably not going to see him, which is a little bit unfortunate. So Espinoza is our hope for season 2's draft. All right, we won the division 88-74, and I actually got a little worried here because look at this loss streak going on here, and then a couple losses here, and even in August we had like a couple streaks where I was like, because we were like 7-8 games ahead in the division, and you can see 4 games. It did get a little close. At one point we were only half a game out, or half a game above in the division, so I was a little worried. Pitching, another thing. Holy cow, we went from a low 3 to a 4. What happened? Not good. I don't like that at all. That's a little worrisome. So league leaders, Bryce Harper with the most walks, and awards, Gold Gloves. That's it. All right, Soto on the Brewers. Huh? What wild scenario are we living in right here? What weird universe are we getting? Soto on the Brewers, Yordan back on the Dodgers. What? How are these happening? Okay, so Kyle Gibson got sent down. Why? Okay, that's why. At the deadline, he was doing really well, so that sucks that he got sent down. If I would have known that. Oh, they actually did call him up. Where is he? Vince Velasquez. He was actually having a pretty decent season in AAA. He had like a low 3 ERA. So we'll see what's going on here. Who else? Neris got sent down. Actually, the whip's high. The whip is really high, but high, like my voice cracked there. But outside of that, not too bad. So Vince Velasquez didn't pitch. Nestor Cortez was really good, and he's going up. On top of that, look at that team control. Oh, yes, love that. Sam back. Okay, you know what? I'll take that. Bruised struggled a little bit. Don't like that. Connor, and then Archie and Alvarado. Alvarado does become a free agent this year. I'll try to lock him down for a few more seasons. Zach Wheeler's going down. I don't like that. He had a decent season, though. Aaron Nola had a really good year. Suarez, not as good as he was the previous season. And he's going down. Eflin was not bad. So as a 4 in the rotation, I'll take that. And Paxton. Oh man, at the deadline, we were doing really well. Every pitcher had a sub 4 ERA. It was like a 3.7 or below. Even Kyle Gibson was doing really well for the starters. Like our starters were like 3.7, 3.5. ERAs. The whips were all like 1.2, 1.1. And then Kyle Gibson was doing really well. It looks like we got lit up a little bit, which is unfortunate. So our bench, Ronald Torreyes, looks like a really solid bench bat. I like that. Nick Matten got called up. Or Maton. We'll call him Nick. Freddie Galvis. Roman Quinn. Not a bad little bench bat going on here. I like it. I like the speed too. Rafael Marchand as our backup catcher is actually looking decent. Not too bad. And then Aaron Nola. I don't know if anybody was sent down. I did call up Bryson Stott. He went 0 for 4 in September. Travis Jankowski did get sent down. He was having a bad season for sure. And really the only other player that I'm worried about is this one, because he actually struggled a little bit, was Bronson Higgins. So hopefully he can feature, but we'll see. Gene Segura should be able to hold it down for one more season, which allows Bryson Stott to come up and play second base for us. I think that's what the plan is. Season 4, Season 5 will be Bryson Stott. Carlos Correa, fantastic season. Harper, love to see that. Rhys Hoskins, he should be pretty cheap this offseason. JT Realmuto had a good year. Alec Boehm. On base percentage is respectable. I just need to see that OPS go up. Adam Hazley, that's what I'm looking for. That is exactly what I'm looking for. Kutch still putting up good numbers. And then Scott Kingery, I put him in left. I gave him a shot out there, and he was okay. He was, not great, but you know what? We'll see what happens. All right, postseason time. We got swept. we didn't stand a chance. 8 runs allowed. This one sucks. 2-3, but 3-1. Yikes. Yeah, let's figure out this. What? The Tigers 2022? Hold on. No, I do not want to go to the... Huh? Victor Reyes. Excuse... Whoa. Wait a second. What do they have? Badu, Reyes, Seager. Okay. Jonathan Scope, Nate Lowe. Okay, that's a good pickup. What about this lineup? What about this lineup is World Series winning? Hold on. What? I mean, their pitching was really good this year. Like, respectable. But like, even looking at these ERAs, how did they do this? I can't even win a World Series. And I got the Detroit Tigers. Houston made the postseason, and I said they weren't a good team. I'm baffled. The Detroit Tigers in 2022 winning a World Series. Excuse me. Hold up. And Pujols was on the Cardinals? This rebuild is wild. Holy cow. I don't understand what's going on anymore. I don't think I stand a chance. The Tigers are winning a World Series. Pujols went back to the Cardinals. Soto's on the Brewers. Jordan's on the Dodgers. I'm mind blown right now. All right, Aaron Nola. He's gonna want a max contract. Oh, he doesn't. Deal. I was expecting a max contract from him, because he wanted one at the beginning of this previous season that we just finished. What does Zach Eflin want? I don't want Paxton. I don't want Kutchback, even though he's really good. But I think I guess we could have afforded Eflin. I'm gonna do a 2-year club option. I'll bump it up a little bit to 11. I just want to see if he does well. If not, we can let him walk. You know what I mean? And that takes us to season 4. I think that was it for exclusive negotiations. Yep, perfect. So let's figure this out here. Who do I not want to lose in the 40-man? Probably that catcher prospect, just in case he develops really well. And I guess we bring back everybody. How much does Bedrosian want? That's not too bad. Yeah, we'll bring back everybody. Contracts everybody as well. And then when you look at the lineup, maybe a left fielder, maybe. But I feel like let's give Scott Kingery some more time. I know he's been kind of up and down with the Phillies. Maybe we give him a shot. And then the DH, I feel like we'll be okay. Maybe we can sign somebody if we really need to. Pitching, though, we could use a starter because I don't think anybody's ready just yet. Because, like, yeah, not yet. So one starter, another stopgap like a Paxton was. But outside of that, we should be good. All right, let's start season 3. And not much changed. I was trying to be kind of smart with the money that I spent, especially with we've got a few players that are becoming free agents at the end of this season that will allow us to spend a lot more money. You can still see we're still pretty highly rated. So taking a look at what we did this offseason really quickly, we brought in Matthew Boyd, has had 2 good seasons. So I'm kind of using him as a stopgap for some of the younger guys that we have. It works out perfectly. Alex Dickerson. I was looking at Scott Kingery's numbers and I was like, man, I'm not really impressed. And on top of that, I don't know if he's really going to improve to the point where I could use him as an everyday guy. He's probably going to be more as a platoon guy for us. So I was like, man, he could be a good stopgap for one of our prospects that we have in the outfield. And then that was it. That was really it. So this is what our pitching staff looks like. If anybody starts being terrible, then we can turn to the prospects. Mika Bell, Mauricio Llovera. I know I'm missing somebody. Hans Kraus, Adonis Medina, Francisco Morales. Like we've got a couple that I have my eyes on for sure that I want to get into the team. And then here, this is kind of like our powerhouse of the team, or the good part of the team. I'm not saying the pitching's bad, but this is clearly what's going to win us games. Segura, Correa, Harper, Hoskins, Realmuto, Bohm, Hazley was really good last year. Dickerson could be good. And then we've got Kingery out there. So when we take a look at contract extensions, Segura, is he going to continue to hold this rating? Do we keep him? Do we just let Bryson Stott play second base next year? I'm gonna wait and see, because you can see he actually did drop a little bit. The average on base percentage, slugging, OPS, they all dropped. So I'm a little worried that they're gonna continue to drop. Alvarado, I'm not too sure about. Hoskins, I want to see if he can improve, because he hasn't really done that yet. And then I think Archie Bradley becomes a free agent too. So we'll see what we do. I want to be smart about where we spend our money, especially since we do have some pretty big contracts already. You know, Correa, Harper, Wheeler, Real Muto, now Nola. So I got to be a little bit smart with the money that we spend, especially if I at least plan on adding at least one more big name somewhere into this team. I don't know where. It just depends on who does well and who doesn't. So yeah, I think that's it. I like the team. I definitely do. I mean, Bryson Stott, I think could be a pretty decent second baseman for us next year if those stats hit at least 70. The discipline's a little worrisome. And then we still have Bronson Higgins as well as Charlie Fritz. So we've got at least one outfielder coming up next year. And then pitching, we'll have to wait and see what happens. So yeah, that's the team. I like it. I think we're doing pretty good with the squad. So season 3, let's see what happens. So if Rhys Hoskins doesn't do well, we've got a guy waiting. Ernesto Garcia, 24 years old, 74 overall, crazy good in the field. Reactions, arm, and fielding. Got a good bat on him too. Francesco Villafuerte looks all right. And then Leonardo da Silva. Got some good power and fielding, but that's about it. I'm more interested to see what Garcia does. 162 on the season. Winner of the division. We're going to be taking on the winner of the division, right? I don't know. August was an insane month for us. I mean, look at, we had like what, 10 losses, 2, 4, 6, 8. Yeah, 8 losses. That's actually pretty, like, that's insane. An 8-loss month. Whew, we won the division by 20 games. That's what I like to see. That's pure domination. That's what you want to see from a team. Like Nola had a really good season, and then Bryce Harper led the league in home runs. We'll take a look at the other side of the league. Corey Seager with the Tigers. Maybe the Tigers are legit, man. I don't know. Maybe. Who knows? Let's see what else we got here. Rodon or Rodon, however it's pronounced. I always mess it up. It's whatever. Wendelkin. I mean, it's not. It's. I probably should learn the name. I know it. It's just I always like say one, and then I'm like, that's not right, and then I say the other, and then I'm like, is that right? I don't know. You know, you ever have that, you like hear something or you spell a word out and you look at it and it doesn't look like it's spelled right. Like you type out a word and you're like, that can't be right. Can it? You know what I mean? Maybe. I don't know. We'll see. I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy. Who knows? Mauricio Llovera got some time up and he actually did really well. So I'm thinking he might be the 5th starter for us next year. Bailey Falter, Nestor Cortez, Sam, both kind of similar seasons. So I don't hate it. Bruce Dar, fantastic. We've got Alvarado, who actually had like a 5, almost a 6 ERA at one point. That's why I took him out of the save situations. And then Archie Bradley as our closer. So we're actually missing somebody. Vince Velasquez. What happened here? Yikes. All right, we'll put Bailey Falter there. Zach Wheeler is going down in rating, which I don't like. I'm a little worried about that. I'm not gonna lie. Nola. We've got Ranger Suarez, who continues to do well. I don't understand it. Is he going to have a bad year next year? Is it going to be like good, bad, good, bad? Let's hope not. Zach Eflin's continuing to do well. And then Matthew Boyd as a 5, I'm pretty happy with. So I might actually go like this for the postseason. I think I am. Lineup-wise, we should be set. Bryson Stott, more appearances. Actually, he only had 4 at-bats last year and didn't do well. But he's up to an 82, and that's because I made him a second baseman instead of a shortstop. You can see his hitting stats are really good. I'm considering making him the second baseman next year. I am. Freddie Galvis had a really good season off the bench. Roman Quinn, and then Rafael Marchand. So Torreyes got sent down. Dang. I think somebody else got sent down too. Nick Matton. Yeah. So I'm looking at our outfielders. They look decent, but I don't know if they're ready. Maybe Fritz is. Maybe Fritz. I like the look of him. Gene Segura continues to go down in like every category offensively. Home runs went up though, so I do like that. But you can definitely tell that he is starting to kind of tanking overall and just ratings in general. So I would consider making him like a bench guy for us. You know, keep him with the team at least. I'll have to see how much money he wants. Correa's also going down. I don't like that. But again, a really good year. Harper, fantastic season, 48 home runs. Hoskins did improve. He's going to want more money, but might as well keep him at first. Real Muto still putting up really good numbers. Bohm still putting up offensive numbers that I really like. 34 doubles is big. Adam Hazley did take a little bit of a dip this season, but I'm not going to hate that performance as a bottom of the lineup guy. Alex Dickerson as a stopgap, fantastic. And then Kingery, you know what? Not too bad. Not too bad at all. I like it. All right. Postseason time against the Cardinals. And we sweep them. Oof. No problem at all. Love it. Love it. Flip those two and we should be good to go against the Padres now. And all right, Nola, please. It comes down to Zach Wheeler. We're in the World Series taking on the Rays. Ooh, okay. Okay, so Wheeler just pitched. Let's go. Ooh, dang. What if we go like this? Man, Suarez got roughed up, so I might make him our 5th starter for the World Series. Nola, we win. Eflin, we do lose. Then we're gonna have Wheeler. We win. We lose. I can't trust Suarez right now. I gotta go Nola again. He gets us the win, and instead of Suarez, we are going to go with Wheeler. Should be ready to go by now. So, boom. There it is. The Phillies win the World Series in Season 3. Oof. Ooh, okay. Real Muto as the playoff and World Series MVP. We'll take a look at pitching. Wheeler, fantastic. Eflin struggled a little bit. You know, same thing with Suarez, but Boyd, okay, same thing with him. So it really just came down to Nola and Wheeler. Was the bullpen just like nutty? Not Alvarado and Bradley, but like outside of that, maybe. Was it the offense? Where's the offense? Real Muto, clearly. It looks like Harper and Real Muto. How did we win? What? I don't understand that. It just seemed like everybody was kind of like, man, maybe we got the opportunity, like runners in scoring position. Maybe our average was just through the roof and we capitalized on every single time we had a runner in scoring position. I don't know. That's crazy. So let's figure this out. Zach Eflin, 1 more year. I think that's 11 mil though. Let's take him. Gene Segura. Oh, he doesn't want a lot. I'll keep him for the rest of the rebuild. Yeah. Let's do that. If he'll take like 7, he doesn't want that extra 0.1. I'm down. Yeah, we'll keep him for the rest of the rebuild for sure. Yeah. Alvarado. How much does he want for a season? Okay, we'll do 2-year club option. we'll do the famous club option. See how he does. Archie Bradley, I definitely want to keep. He's been fantastic for us. Man, these guys are super cheap. I'm liking what I'm seeing. I'll do 4 years. 3 years. Club option. I guess we're gonna have to bump it up a little bit. He will definitely be our closer. Rhys Hoskins doesn't want a lot either. He wants like what, 10? We can do that for sure. Oof, man, this is looking nice. What are we at? 30 mil and we got 150 to play with. Boyd can go. Scott Kingery should not want that much. There's no way. I think we pass on Scott Kingery. Like, he did improve, right? But like he didn't really improve. So I think it's just time to move on. And then Alex Dickerson was fantastic, but I want to see what else is available in free agency. So let's see what's available in free agency. 40 man, let's add Hans Kraus because I definitely like what he's been putting up in AAA. I wanted to add him to the team this year, but I wanted to let some of the other guys get a chance, like Yovera, and there was another pitcher that I actually gave a shot to, and I don't know. Was it? No, it wasn't Kraus. It was Micabel, and he struggled a little bit too. So we'll figure it out. Arbitration, probably not Ronald Torreyes. Probably not Bedrosian. Quinn up, definitely. Contracts, everybody. And then free agency. Who didn't sign? These 3. Really? Okay. So we got to figure that out. And then we'll see what we have to adjust accordingly. Depending on if Hoskins, Bradley, or Alvarado sign. If they don't, we can always go a different direction. All right, season 4. I kind of got unlucky in free agency. I'm not gonna lie. So let me find the 2 players that we did lose. We lost Rhys Hoskins. He went to, I forgot where he went, but we'll find him. He went to the Twins. 5-year deal. I guess because I offered him a 3-year instead of a 5-year because we offered him more money, right? But I guess he wanted a 5-year deal, which I guess I could have offered since we only have 2 more years. But I was kind of seeing if, like, you know, if he didn't do well, we could get rid of him type situation. So that does suck. And then we also lost Archie Bradley. He also signed a 5-year deal. Oh, that's last name. So let's go Bradley instead. But he went to the Dodgers. Again, similar money to what I offered him, but he just went to the Dodgers instead because he preferred the 5-year deal. So we lost one of our better pitchers and one of our better bats. Instead, we picked up Josh Bell on a 1-year deal. He was okay with that for $6 million. So taking the former National, bringing him to Philly. Sounds familiar. And then, of course, when we take a look at the pitcher that we replaced him with, Bradley with Jake Junis. 2 good seasons. I'll definitely, actually 3 good seasons so far. So if he can come in and help us out, I'm cool with that. So we did get Alvarado back. Pitchers, it's going to be Hans Kraus instead of Matthew Boyd. And then here it's going to be Mauricio Llovera. We'll see how it goes. Fingers crossed it goes well. And then, of course, you can see Fritz and Higgins have been called up. And Bryson Stott's also in the mix as well. So I feel like getting players involved, this is probably like the best we could do without like just bringing in a crazy good player. Speaking of crazy good players, we could end up signing one next year because we have a lot of big names coming up. Zach Wheeler, I'm not paying any more than 20 mil for Zach Wheeler if he decides to have a really good season and we try to re-sign him. Same thing with Zach Eflin. I'm not paying him more than like 15 mil. And then when you think of like Josh Bell and a couple other names, you know, I want to be smart with our money. And that's why I've been like not spending a stupid amount on players, because I feel like we've got good enough players in our lineup. I mean, maybe we could have gotten a better outfielder, but then we have these 2 guys who are 80 and 76 already. What's the point of replacing, like covering them up? Kind of the same thing with Bryson Stott. I wanted to get him more involved, but Gene Segura is still kind of holding on to that spot, which we'll see. It might end up being Bryson Stotts by the end of the season. So yeah, that's the team. We're still ranked 7th. We're still highly ranked. We still have a really good team. Not a lot of pop in the lineup, so that's one thing to mention. But we should still be okay. Could make a trade at the deadline. So I'll probably see you guys then. Another really good season, 105 and 57, even better than last year, taking on the Brewers. Okay, so there was a team that was better than us. Who? The Dodgers. Actually, the same record. Why do they get a better seed than us? That's bull. That's garbage. We deserve that first seed. We're World Series champions. League leaders, Gene Segura with doubles, and then Bryce Harper. So Gene Segura is like, I'm not giving up my spot. Like this is my second base. Rookie of the year went to Hans Kraus. There we go. That's a pretty big award to be getting, especially for a pitcher. That's some good work. Reliever of the year, no, Amir Garrett on the Cubs. Oh yeah, okay. Hans Kraus over Antoine Thayer. And Charlie Fritz there. Okay. Alrighty, let's take a look here. I forgot to mention a player that I did sign in free agency. Not too sure why he was chilling there. Corbin Carroll of the Diamondbacks. I figured let's give him a shot. You know, he could be handy. So let's talk about this team now. So Llovera, not as good as last year for sure. You know, Mika Bell came up, improved, but only half the innings, so it's kind of tough to read into that. You know, let's see what else. Sam killed it. Alvarado, Brusdar was fantastic, and then Nestor Cortez. So Jake Junis got sent down, right? Yeah, which is a little disappointing that he got sent down. Vince Velasquez, I believe, got sent down. That's understandable, but why Jake Junis? Jake Junis had a pretty good season, so I'll send down Bailey Falter for now. That should strengthen it up a little bit. Bullpen. We're gonna need some bullpen this upcoming season. We'll throw him there. I think we want to do that. Let's see. Aaron Nola was great once again. He's been killing it. Zach Wheeler, he's gonna want a lot of money. I'm not gonna pay him a lot of money. He's been fantastic though. He's like still really good. Of course, he has a career year after or on his contract year, but I can't pay him stupid money. It's just not worth it. It's because I don't know if he's gonna hold his rating. Maybe he will, maybe he won't. Maybe I give. Okay, maybe I do. I don't know. Bronson Higgins, an okay rookie season, nothing too crazy. We'll see how he continues to improve. I called him up. Meh. Casey Martin struggled a little bit. Roman Quinn, Rafael Marchand, and then someone got sent down. Freddie Galvis. Makes sense. Definitely makes sense that he got sent down, and he didn't get called up at all. So that should be it. So let's take a look at our team. Adam Hazley, he's our leadoff guy. Like, there's no reason to take him out. Carlos Correa, pretty good year. Yeah, 33 home runs. Bryce Harper still killing it with that 420 on base percentage. Nice. Okay. Josh Bell was okay. I don't want to look at Rhys Hoskins' numbers. I know he had a good year. I already saw his numbers. They were pretty good. Charlie Fritz, have a season. 376 on base percentage. Yes, please. And then Gene Segura, a bounce back season, but still, like, he's probably getting moved to the bench next year. Bryson Stott had a decent year, so I'm probably going to swap these two. I'll show you Rhys Hoskins' numbers. They were pretty nice. 37 homers. Yeah, of course, right? Like, why wouldn't they be good? All right, postseason time, and we sweep the Brewers, no problem. The Dodgers now, we should be able to beat them, right? You would think, right? Game 1-2, okay. Win that one. Hans Kraus, he loses. 2-2, we lose that one. We're back to the top of the rotation. Comes down to Wheeler once again, but we lose this time. I probably should have went Nola Wheeler here, but the thing is, Hans Kraus had 6 innings and he only allowed 1 run. The offense let us down here. This is a winnable game. Even this one too. Let's take a look and see where we lost this one. We lost this one in the 9th. So the offense let us down here. Bullpen let us down here. We had these 2 games won. We just didn't show up. So that is unfortunate that we did lose, but those are winnable games. The Dodgers defeat the Blue Jays. We should be in the World Series. We should have been in the World Series there for sure. That's unfortunate. Retired players, no one on our team. And looking at this now, Nestor Cortez. Yeah. For 1.6 mil, can't turn that down. Alvarado can go. Jake Junis. He did have his worst year, but like everything is going up. So like I feel like for 3.5 mil, why not? Connor Brogdon hasn't really had a chance. I'll pick him back up. Roman Quinn has been good, as it won't let me open up player attributes, and he's continuing to get better, but realistically we have other players in the team, so I'm gonna turn this down. Josh Bell, I'm gonna say no thank you. Let's turn to somebody else. What did Ernesto Garcia do this season? What's he looking like? He looks decent, but I think he's more of a bench bat guy. I want to get like a proper first baseman, and then really it just comes down to how much Wheeler wants, which 20 mil for a season for a guy who still could probably give us a really good year. I'll take it. Yeah, let's do it. Hopefully he signs. I'm fingers crossed he signs. He signed. All right, let's see here. All right, I might piss off. I might piss off Nationals fans here. Charlie Fritz. Do I go for Juan Soto? Do I go for Juan Soto? Obviously, he was with the Brewers for most of this rebuild, but Bryce Harper, Juan Soto. I mean, I'm just saying, especially because I don't think there's any. I could get Pete, keep it within the division, right? It seems like a lot of players like to join Philly from within the division. Bryce Harper, Zach Wheeler. We could do that. We could move Bohm to first. I know he's had some questionable. People are questioning him at third base as a fielder, so potentially he could be someone that we move to first base and we bring in a third baseman, which I wouldn't be against. That actually wouldn't be a bad idea at all. Did I say Glaber with Boston and Arizona? Glaber's just been moving across the country. Juan Soto would be cool, but realistically that makes little to no sense, even though they're offering him like no money. That's a super cheap deal. But I'm going to switch it up. I'm going to go to someone a little bit different. Pete would be cool, but we'll see. I'm definitely going to pick up a new first baseman and then strengthen up this bullpen. Alrighty, final season. This is the team. Pitching basically the same. I'm going to give Hans Kraus another shot in this spot. I didn't realize I didn't offer Eflin a contract, so I brought him back. 13 mil for the next few seasons. Mikkel Bell is going to be here instead of Yovera. I think that's who we had up last year. Yeah, that's who we had up last year. Hunter Wood through the Rule 5, one of the better relievers you can get for pretty cheap. And then, yeah, that's the bullpen. Didn't really change much. This is where we spent a little bit of money. Yohan Moncada is going to play third base for us. Bohm's going to get moved to first. I mean, they're 1 year difference. So, I mean, I don't really mind moving Bohm to first because I just feel like we'll just put him there. He'll be fine. He'll be the new Rhys Hoskins. You know what I mean? It'll work. So, yeah, this is the team. Ernesto Garcia is going to get the call up as well. Corbin Carroll basically replaces Roman Quinn. And, yeah, this is the team. Oh, man, I got to sneeze. Okay, we're good. So, basically... Oh, wait, hold on. Wait a second. No, Bryson Stott should be starting at second base. Oh man, it won't go away. Bryson Stott at second base over Gene Segura, and that's really about it. Yeah, team's looking good. We're platooning Fritz and Higgins is his name. Yep, that's the name. There it is. Rank third, contact first, still lacking that power, but we still got a really good team. So final season, let's finish it off. So 91 and 71 won the division. Not as dominant as previous years, which is a little worrisome. But you know what? I still feel confident with the team. I still think we got a pretty good squad going here. So final season, it's looking like we're still one of the better teams in the league leaders. Charlie Fritz with batting average, and then Bryce Harper with runs and walks. And then awards, Delivery Man of the Year for Cortez, and Silver Slugger for Charlie Fritz. Okay, Bellinger with the Cardinals. Okay. What else we got here? Jeez, he's been killing it. Two Cy Youngs in 3 seasons. Okay. What else we got here? Batting title, of course. Judge in Tampa Bay. Interesting. We've got Nestor Cortez, who's been fantastic since we picked him up. And then, sadly, no Rookie of the Year. But okay, let's see what we got here. Every starter under the sun has joined us. So Sam got sent down after a pretty abysmal season. I mean, the ERA is a little high, but like it's not too bad. It's definitely not too bad. Jake Junis got sent down too. I was a little worried about that. I'm probably gonna call up Jake Junis though. I still think he can help us out. Yovera got called up in September, was decent. Mika Bell struggled a little bit for sure. What else we got here? Morales got called up. Probably a player I should have given more time to. Maybe given him the long relief spot. Vince Velasquez didn't pitch. Loaisiga. I did forget to mention that I did sign Loaisiga to a 2-year deal. He's been killing it for the Yankees, so I had to bring him into the team. Hunter Wood, Gratterall, and then Nestor Cortez. So what I'm thinking is, let's clean this up a little bit. Let's get Vince Velasquez out of here. Let's call up Junis. Just because Vince Velasquez hasn't been good in the years that we've had him anyways. And then we'll put Junis here. We'll rock 3 long relievers. We'll put Yovera here. We'll rock like that. And then when we take a look at our starters, Nola still continuing to do well. Zach Wheeler, even though he's going down in overall, fantastic. Eflin was still good. Ranger Suarez, surprisingly, like, really good throughout this entire rebuild. Like, unreal. And then Hans Kraus. So, yeah, got some guys involved. Like to see that. Who got sent? Gene Segura. That's what I was worried about. That's what I was worried about with him. Outside of that, maybe Ernesto Garcia got sent down too. A tough first season, but like he's continuing to improve. So I think we've got a first baseman for the future for sure. All right, so ooh, yeah, definitely we'll flip those two. Oh yeah, I mean, even looking at our bench, Higgins did struggle for sure, which sucks because like he should be good, right? Casey Martin kind of struggling too. Corbin Carroll off the bench, not bad. And then Rafael Marchand continues to be a really good bench catcher. Yikes, Adam Hazley. Yikes. Correa continued to put good seasons, around 30 home runs a season. Bryce Harper killing it with the 401 on base percentage. Real Muto. Onkada, love to see that. Bohm still putting up fantastic numbers. And then Fritz he's our leadoff guy, 100%. Let's get him at the top of the lineup because he is insane. Jalen Ortiz only had 4 at-bats, but 3 hits and a home run. He's going to be our DH for the postseason. And then Bryson Stott is improving, still only 26. So, yeah, we definitely need to get him into the mix. We'll drop him and then maybe just throw him in there. And then we'll rock like that for the postseason for sure. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. Actually, Higgins has been struggling, so let's just give Fritz the everyday job. Yeah, let's do that. All right, postseason time against the Cardinals, and rough. Rough indeed. Dang. That is disappointing. That is really disappointing. Did the offense go cold as well? Dang, Bryce Harper. Dang, Real Muto. Oh yeah, the offense is. So in previous seasons when we could rely on the offense, we just couldn't rely on them this year. It looks like the bullpen kind of got a little roughed up too. Ooh, I don't like seeing that. I still enjoyed this team. A World Series. On top of that, we were 1 game short of a World Series, or 2 games short of a World Series. I still think this was a really good team. You know, we got real life prospects involved. We've got some prospects that we drafted involved. We just had a really well-rounded squad, and I liked it. Like, this was a good team. Maybe could have spent more on pitching, but I feel like we got unlucky on this one a few times. So sadly, only one World Series, but at least we got one. We built a really good squad, and I hope you enjoyed this Phillies rebuild. If you did, hit that thumbs up down below. Subscribe to the channel if you're new and enjoyed the content, and of course, in the comment section, who's gonna be at the top of the NL East at the end of the season? Let me know who you think it is. I'll catch you all in the next one. Peace.